I moved to this cabin in the wood 902 days ago to work on my mental health. Am I still mental? Yes. Now, while being out in nature and in isolation has been amazing and was amazing for my dog, who retired here and died over the summer, I've learned a lot of things. Stuff easily disappears under leaves. Hanging things solo is extra hard. Some of my treasures will never be used. You can never have too many tarps. Now, I just blew a bunch of leaves away from here, and I'm tired, and this is not a good place for them to turn into soil. I'm not done with any of this, and it's getting cold. This was all new, my railing fell down. But what's crazy is that because I did so much of this hardscaping, and these stones that I set in, and this dwarf mondo grass that I planted, and little things like this sticking out of rocks, and little moss in the stairs, I'm terrified that if I don't take care of enough of the debris, that things won't grow. I don't want to talk about that. Cobwebs and leaves are just a part of life. Now, these stairs are my pride and joy. That is one of my great shames because I still didn't finish it. I'm sorry, Oliver. It's a heated chalet. I need to finish it because Oliver, while he stays inside mostly now, other cats stay in it. So this is a pride and joy of mine, but my grass is extra special. And in particular, the bigger meadow, because I wanted to make sure that instead of just having a gray backdrop all winter long, I would have some green. All of this stuff was so beautiful a couple years ago, but then as erosion has happened and these terrible, terrible invasive worms that I have happen, they've destroyed all the soil, and you can see a shape here. I don't know. You know, I guess that's what you get when you just kind of work organically. All this stuff is pallets. My shed over here is made mostly from bark and things. I have another grass trail going up there because I want some greenery winding up into the hill. And I meant to put some grass on this trail to the special space for Miles. I didn't get to it in time, and now it's too late. That is my greenhouse. Wait, so I don't entirely know where I was going with this, except that I wanted to just say it's been 902 days, and nature is really healing. But God, it's hard work to get things to happen, to get plants to work, to keep your grass alive, to understand soil acidity, to work in a tiny place. My cabin is tiny. That's why I enclosed my porch. If you haven't been here for a while, I built this deck. I also put a bathtub that I got for free in the ground, set up hot water lines, and I also have a shower there. Ignore this trash chair. But this right here, all this moss that I set in, this is all kind of an issue when it comes to trying to get rid of the debris, because then my moss is floating away. Because a lot of species don't actually really root. They just sort of sit on top. What is cool is that I'm learning about certain plants, and I have certain flowers that are still flowering even though it's 34 degrees today. This is a pile of shame and free stuff that's all useful. Also kind of all that. Living in a small space is really hard. And also being a treasure hunter is really hard because I'm like, oh, I'll turn this into a nicer chair one day. But what's not hard is all the kitties that have moved in. That's Chip. And I haven't done a long video in a minute. And the world is super crazy right now. And these are lonely times. And I'm still used to getting used to being alone. I don't really know what I can say about my mental health except that nature is definitely healing and challenging myself is healing. But I could see this lifestyle being hard, especially as I get older. Dating is hard, and I miss certain foods, and now I get anxiety when I'm interacting with people. Not all the time. Maybe sometimes it's in my head. I'm not afraid of spiders anymore, except for the fisher spiders, which are really big. But it's a lot of work, and it's lonely, and I'm like still slowly healing, I guess. And I never really shared what I'm healing from. It's kind of hard to talk about something that is just a combination of compounding of things. But in the least, I know I'm becoming more eccentric and weird every day. And to be honest, that's fine by me because, like, screw what society says. Screw social norms. Screw waiting to retire until retirement age. Screw limiting self-beliefs. Screw people who come into your life and say they're one thing and then they aren't. Screw yourself for falling into the same traps of letting your mind do the feeling instead of feeling the feelings. And thank God for rummage sales where I get things like this for $5. I've gotten 2 leaf blowers for $5 a pop. I'm 36. I lost my best friend, my little buddy, my dog. I'm single. I'm unsure if I'm extroverted or introverted because I used to be an extrovert, but I don't know if that was conditioned by society. I put a lot of pressure on myself because I've done very little to make this videoing of my life lucrative. But I'm also proud of myself for not giving a shit that much, because capitalism's terrible. I think a lot of times in life I've been of the attitude of don't worry about money because you could die tomorrow, because I think I always assumed that I would die tomorrow. But yeah, I guess that's my update. 902 days. I'm a couple years older, and I've done some pretty big projects, including the garden, and I don't really know what's next for me. I guess, like, what do y'all want to see next for me? What do you all see that I don't see? Because I don't really know where to go from here. I know 1,000 days is coming, and what was meant to be kind of an experiment suddenly has now just become my life 2.5 years later, and I have no other place to be, no other place I want to go. Not to say that that won't change, but I don't really know what to do anymore, except blow all my leaves and collect all the cats and build doors, and then don't finish the outside, and then the wood starts to decay, and then I have to deal with the mold, and then I have to go ahead and prime over it and finally fix it a year later. You know what? I'll show you all the door in my new porch. And so if you are somehow new here and watching this long video, this is my toilet door. This is my wig. This is the current state of my place. It's a chaotic mess right now. It'll be nice when I like dot the I's and cross the T's. There's Oliver, and this is Tofu. That's Mom over there. This project is going to be something or other with closets. That's my bed. That's a giant sheet of glass from Windows I got for free that I went ahead and I took a bunch of them, put them together. And this is the room. This is my new creative room where I can, you know, play my brand new organ that I found and enjoy the sunlight from the windows, and the exterior is still covered because I'm not done with things yet, and play music. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do something with sliding doors there. I guess that's it. I don't know. This is just a long video of me rambling. So hi, bye, I love you. Like, share, follow.